We are currently back home in beautiful North Central Florida, while our boat, Sea Dog, is in South Florida getting repaired from two back-to-back lightning strikes. It takes almost 7 months to get her back up and running. The whole situation has been really disappointing. This is not how we envisioned our first season of cruising. We made all these sacrifices. We sold our house, the business, our boats, and then we just got a taste of blue water cruising. And just like that, we're back to square one, living at home with our parents. But honestly, if we had to be anywhere for 6 months, I'm glad it's here. Before we left, we started converting Brent's parents' two-car garage into a little one-bedroom apartment, which thankfully has just been finished. The house is pretty big anyway, and already hosts his mom, dad, sister, and niece, and now the 5 of us. There's also a big swimming pool and plenty of room to run around outside. The kids are adjusting really well. They love living at their grandparents' house, and they are completely unfazed by the lightning strikes. We tried to stay busy this summer. We saw a lot of family and a lot of friends, and we went on a lot of field trips, day trips while we were home. The girls and I even took a trip to West Virginia, but we'll talk more about that next time. Wes and Aria started a new year of school while at Grandma's. Wes is officially in first grade, and we are doing a basic pre-K with Aria, which is mostly just coloring and painting. Weston's schoolwork is a little more structured, with some bookwork, some manipulatives, hands-on activities, and of course, lots of art.
Almost finished with removing all the guts. That's what I'm painting. I tag it. It's in it.
That's amazing. And sometimes we build forts and call that school. What did you have in your hand? What's in your fort? What's in your fort with you, Aria?
Some seeds. Seeds. Now.
Yeah, really. That's our last block of cheese.
And I'm eating it.
It storms a lot in Florida. And where we are, way back out in the woods, the power goes out pretty easily. All it takes is a limb on a power line, and we're at the mercy of the electric company for hours, sometimes days. However, Aria is convinced otherwise.
When my dad did the right turn, we did rid of the fire. When my dad did the right turn, I'm setting the fire out. When my dad did the right turn, I'm setting the fire out.
Yes, you do that. You gotta whisper, you gotta quiet.
I'm gonna put the rice. My dad's putting the rice on.
And then you're gonna blow out the candles.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down. Yeah. Doing that bone out right now.
Yeah, right now.
Doing that bone out right now. And throwing out when my dad did the right on.
Right. What utter faith. I love it.
About a week after our second strike, my cousin from Arizona came into town, which led to an impromptu and much needed Cousins Weekend in Daytona Beach. We have done a Cousins Weekend every year since my grandmother passed away in 2015, and this was going to be the first year that we weren't able to get together. So I felt super lucky to be able to spend this time with them. And watching this next generation of baby cousins play together absolutely warms my heart.
Macaroni.
Chicken and macaroni.
Macaroni.
Does one foot in, does tricks.
Aria has officially learned to swim. She was really close before we set out on the boat, but this summer she has progressed so much and now can swim like a champ. And between our pool, friends' pools, the lake, the beach, we did some serious swimming. We celebrated Anna's 20th birthday with a girls' day to watch the Barbie movie, and then dinner at the Japanese steakhouse. We also celebrated our niece Lainey's 16th birthday with a crab boil. There were countless other birthday parties and get-togethers, which was really good for the kids to be able to spend time with their friends. And meet Weston's best friend, Preston, his sister Priscilla, and their baby brother, Phoenix. We met these guys at the lake when we first moved out there a long time ago, and the boys have been best buds ever since. They live on a horse farm not too far away, and they also have a house on the lake. We hung out with these guys a lot while we were home, at the farm and at the lake.
Nice. Good point.
1 point.
We actually hung out at the lake several times this summer. It was so much fun to see all of our old friends again and soak up some lake life. It felt good to get behind a real boat for the first time in almost a year. The dinghy will do, but the wave behind a legit wake boat is hard to match.
You got tattoos wearing your hat sideways?
This is the one that is on the house.
Yeah, I do. Look, look.
Starting to get suspicious.
Right here. One here. 1, 2. It's up here.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see this.
Yeah, you have to.
And let me tell you how weird it was to see our old house and our old dock with strange boats in the lifts. That was hard for me. We got some doctor's appointments taken care of while we were home. The kids went for their checkups, and I had a little thing removed from my neck. Not cancerous, thankfully. And I had surgery on my right hand. I've had carpal tunnel for years, and lately it's been flaring up and making simple tasks like driving and cooking really difficult for me. So I went ahead and had the surgery while I was home and had some extra help with the kids and wouldn't be responsible for lines and anchoring for a while. I will need to have my left hand done at some point in the future, but for now, I'm just trying to recover. The first of many trips down to the boat, we realized that we would not have been able to live on board while the repairs were being done, especially with the kids. If it were just Brent and I, we could have pushed through it, but there is no way that our kids could live safely in this workspace for 6 months. At this point, we're still trying to assess all the damage and get an idea of how much this is going to cost. And the question we get asked the most is insurance going to cover this? And the answer? We don't have insurance. I know, it sounds crazy, right? But we never found a carrier we were comfortable with. And when you read the fine print on these policies, there are a lot of restrictions, high deductibles, and there is a laundry list of reasons why they won't pay anyway. Brent has never been a fan of insurance, and we have only carried what's legally required. So that leaves us here. We did finally hit up the casino at Dania Beach though. We've drove by it countless times, and I lost $100 in about 20 minutes. Oh well. Stay tuned for part 2 when we celebrate the holidays and move back onto the boat just in time for Christmas.